Good morning, students. Welcome to the biology class of 8. Today, we are going to start a new chapter in biology. But before I tell you the name of the new chapter, let us have some warm-up discussion. Dear students, do you know the meaning of the term conservation? The term conservation means the process of keeping and protecting something from damage. For example, conservation of water. We celebrate World Water Day every year on 22nd of March to attract the attention of the people towards the importance of conserving water. We all know that water is a natural resource. Still, we need to conserve water due to various reasons, isn't it? Likewise, 5th of June is celebrated every year as World Environment Day to conserve our environment. And one of the reasons to conserve environment is to maintain the species diversity for our benefits and that of wildlife. Because if we conserve our environment, we will conserve the wildlife. Isn't it, children? So, the name of the chapter which we are going to start today is Conservation of Plants and Animals. In today's class, we will discuss the causes of deforestation and its consequence, how they affect the wild plants and animals. In this chapter, children, let me make you clear, we are going to discuss how to conserve the wild animals. So, let's get started. Dear students, before we go further and discuss the conservation of plants and animals in detail, we should know the meaning of some new terms such as biosphere, wildlife, biodiversity, and ecosystem, which will be used in this chapter. The concept of these 4 terms will help you understand the chapter very well. Now let us start with biosphere. Biosphere is that part of the earth in which living organisms exist or which supports life. Biosphere includes land surface of the earth, that is the lithosphere, atmosphere of the earth, that is the air surrounding the earth, as well as water bodies on the earth like rivers, ponds, lakes and ocean, and this is called hydrosphere. This is because living organisms are found on land, in the atmosphere, as well as in water bodies. Now let us come to the second term, that is wildlife. The term wildlife means all the animals and plants which are found naturally in the forest and other natural habitats like that of ocean. Though the term wildlife also includes wild plants, but it is mostly commonly used for wild animals and birds. Understand, children? Now let us understand the meaning of the term biodiversity. The term diversity means a variety and biodiversity means biological variety. Therefore, biodiversity refers to the variety of organisms, that is plants, animals and microorganisms etc. found in a particular area or habitat. Okay, in other words, the presence of large number of species in a particular area is called its biodiversity. Biodiversity denotes the richness of a species in a particular area or habitat. Okay. If the number of species in a particular habitat is more, then the biodiversity of that habitat is very rich. Now come to ecosystem. What is an ecosystem? An ecosystem is a system which includes all the living organisms, that is plants, animals and microorganisms of an area and the physical environment, that is soil, air and water in which they live. So what is the difference between biodiversity and ecosystem? In biodiversity, only the variety of organisms are included, whereas in ecosystem, along with the variety of organisms, the physical environment is also included. Physical environment means the soil, air and water. Understand? In an ecosystem, the various living organisms interact among themselves through food chains. Okay, and also with the physical environment in which they live. An ecosystem is a self-sustaining unit of living organisms and non-living environment, needing only what? The input of sunlight energy for its functioning. Understand, students? Open the page 110. Dear students, please be attentive when the class is going on. You are going to learn lots of things from this chapter. Now look into the book. The wild animals and birds are comfortable and flourish in their own natural habitat, which is usually a forest. Isn't it? Animals and birds, they are more comfortable and they feel very convenient in living in their own natural habitat, as we feel convenient in living in our own houses, isn't it? We feel comfortable or not? Likewise, birds and animals also, they feel comfortable and they flourish. That means they grow and develop in their own natural habitat. Okay, and which is usually a forest. The biggest threat to the existence and survival of wild animals and birds or wildlife is deforestation. But suppose if the forest is not there, then how the wild animals and birds will be comfortable and flourish in their own habitat? They will become extinct or not, isn't it? It is a very serious thing to ponder on. Now, let us discuss deforestation first. Deforestation and its causes. The clearing of forests by cutting down forest trees over a wide area is called deforestation. You all know this, isn't it? The various causes of deforestation or cutting down of forest trees are what? These are the following. Number 1. The forest trees are cut down to obtain wood for using as fuel. Number 2. The forest trees are cut down to obtain wood or timber for making doors, windows and furniture. Number 3. The forest trees are cut down to obtain wood for making paper. Number 4. The forest trees are cut down to obtain more agricultural land for cultivation of crops for the increasing population. And number 5. The forest trees are cut down to get land for building houses, factories, roads and dams, etc. So what do we notice from all these causes? When we have gone through this all 5 causes, we find that it is we the people who are destroying the forest. Our population exploitation has hampered the forest a lot. Isn't it, children? Then there are some natural causes also of deforestation. What are they? They are excuse me, forest fires and severe droughts. These are these natural calamities causes deforestation. A great variety of organisms like plants and animals exist on the earth. These plants and animals are essential for the well-being and survival of mankind. Understand? These are very important, these plants and animals. But today, a major threat to the survival of organisms, that is plants and animals on the earth, is deforestation. It is the main root cause for the extent of this plants and animals. Their survival has become very hard, very tough. Now come to the consequences of deforestation. What will be the after effect of the deforestation? Number 1. Deforestation will lead to a shortage of wood and other forest products. How? The wood obtained from forest trees is used as fuel for making doors, windows and furniture and for making paper. Deforestation will lead to a shortage of wood for all these purposes. Understand, children? Forests also give us useful products such as honey, gum, sealing wax, that is lac, and caoutchouc, etc. We will